Welcome back to Excel, a mental evolution podcast, and I'm your host, Dr. Seth Rose. And today is episode 18, where we are talking about the H in building your shield. The H today is going to stand for having purpose. And I know in a previous episode, I talked about building your shield and the acronym, but I wanted to add one more acronym, which I later on thought about. So this is an evolution of a series of episodes. So today we're pulling an audible and we're talking about having purpose. And so to me, it's important to have purpose and intention and having reflected on values that I hold both in my professional and my personal life. So that way I can pursue those values and pursue that purpose in a systematic and consistent manners, even when I'm faced with, strong emotions that I may want to naturally control or eliminate or reduce. Or maybe I'm not feeling up to training that day, or I'm tired or fatigued. And I can reflect back on my purpose and my values to really help point me in the direction that will get me out of that kind of slump that I'm in. So the way that I simply put it is that values and having purpose acts as a compass. It acts as a compass to help drive your motivation, your mindset, or your intention for the day, and ultimately your performance. And it also helps direct your attention and your focus and what you should be focusing on and how to refocus quicker. And also, too, your habits. What do you value? For example, if you value health and wellness, are you building in habits to help with that, such as diet, hydration, movement, meditation, etc.? So there's also been a lot of authors and research pointing to the importance of establishing, a well-reflected set of values and purpose. Couple examples: Simon Sinek's, Golden Circle, where he talks about knowing your why. Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. So these are just a couple of examples that are pretty popular. Now, living purposely is also important to help kind of organize the aim that you have set out for your life. It also helps bring more meaning to your life, helps fulfill your life by focusing on the things that are important to fulfill those things. And we know in the research that having a higher purpose or meaning has been linked to increased resilience, or your ability to bounce back, and also improved physical and mental health related outcomes. The reason why I combine purpose with values is because it helps bring clarity to these deeper and complex concepts. So with this, what I want you to do after listening to this episode is to think about some of these questions that might help drive this reflective practice to help develop your own values and your own purpose. So think about, what matters most to you in your life. Who do you rely on? Who inspires you? And it's okay if you have different answers for professional and personal settings, but maybe pick one just to start. Think about what type of causes or things that you care about most. What or who are you grateful for? What gets you out of the bed in the morning? What drives you? And then one that's really a tough question sometimes to answer is, how do you want to be remembered? So when we think about these questions, this can help start that self-reflective process to help you dive deeper into clarifying your purpose and values. And then once you do that, there are tons of value identification exercises out there. I typically recommend Brene Brown's list of values. And there, what you can do is take a list of values and start to put check marks next to the ones that are most important to you. Maybe start with 10 to 15. And then from there, you can start to narrow down, what are your top 3 to 5 values that you might consider core values? Or maybe you have that list of 15 to 20 and you kind of theme them. You theme these values into 4 separate groups. And then from there, you identify a top value for each group that can be considered your core values. And then it's important to then take that to action. And how are you turning your values into actionable steps or behaviors? An easy way to do that is just by adding like a verb to it. So if my number one value is being authentic, then I'm going to seek authenticity each and every day or each and every conversation that I have. So very wave tops here, but establishing your values and then answering some self-reflective questions can be vital to a host of benefits and to help you really set and strive for your goals that you have each day. That's all we got for today. Thanks for sticking around. We'll continue with building our shield on the next episode.